Good morning, folks. How are we all this morning? Hope we're all fine. Let me get Facebook on board. I see you, Reagan Elite's watching this morning again. Please give Reagan's channel a like and a subscribe. You will find the link to it in the comments. Alistair's put it there. Right, let's get Facebook on board. Right, that's Facebook on board. Good morning, folks. It's not a bad morning. We'll get to that in a wee second. Once we got up to the 50 mark, which shouldn't take long. So who we get in? We've got Reagan Elite, Mad Monk, Graham Thomas, Stephen Nicol, June Dalrymple, Mark Telfer, Aki's, I'm surprised you're up. I'm sitting yakking to you back at 3 this morning. I'm surprised you're up, Aki's. Really am. Folks, I know I keep forgetting to mention it, but on a Monday and a Thursday there is an after show chat at 10 o'clock at night when I'm not at work. If I am at work, you can go in there and I'll pop in when I come in for work. Mad Monk will drop the link down into the comments. There is also an after show chat between 11 and 12 today. Hugh, if you stick the link in the comments, please, after the show comes to an end, then just go for the rerun. You'll get the Discord link. Join us in the after show chat if you want, folks. Right, we're up to the 50 mark, so let's get this broadcast underway. It's Indie Truck Davey out the truck and at home in his office in Salford, North Lanarkshire, where it is a crisp, clear, cold, bright, sunny morning. So that's what the weather's like here in Salford, North Lanarkshire. You want to know what the weather's like where you are? Look out your own bloody window. And then maybe drop a wee link, a wee comment in the comments to let me know what the weather's like where you are. That way I don't just get to know what the weather's like where you are. I get to know where you are. Right, let's go on with this nonsense. What's in the press today? Well, first up today is the Express. Now, this is the first time the Express has made a showing here in the Scottish paper reviews for a long time because, let's face it, it's a loony right-wing rag. It's way out there. And only the dumbest knuckle draggers here in Scotland buy that toilet paper. But what's it say this morning? Let's have a look. The loony rag, the Express. And that has Ken Bruce says, don't be lonely at Christmas. Don't come and join Davey and Sarah on the Christmas Day special for 11 in the morning onwards. And Donald Trump, King, fighting very hard in cancer battle. That's him talking about Charlie, of course. And the main headline, former MI6 boss fears Assad's fall could lead to an intolerant caliphate. Red alert for terror group power grab in Syria. Well, David and I were talking about this yesterday. When David was talking about images on the screen of Syrian people in Manchester celebrating and saying how they were heading home. They ain't gone anywhere very fast, I can assure you. Because now that Assad's been outed by these rebel groups, we are now going to have a face-off with these rebel groups to see who gets power. So there's a power vacuum and it will need to be filled. But these rebel groups will be duking it out with each other first. So Syria will be in chaos for years. Years. So people are not going anywhere. Which is a bloody shame. But when you have these sorts of tyrants overthrown, there's always a power gap until somebody plugs it. Now, as Reagan Elite was pointing out in his programme yesterday, these people have been under a dictatorship, a brutal one and a not so brutal one, for 70 years, between 50 and 70 years. They haven't got a Scooby what they're looking for. They don't even know what democracy looks like. So there's a power vacuum in Syria, and there'll be a bloody civil war to fill it. Excuse me this morning, folks, I'm a wee bit chesty. The other right-wing comic, the Daily Field, runs with Syria chaos is chronic threat to our security, warns ex-MI6 boss over ISIS prisoners who could flee. Thank you, Alistair. Facebook's not on this morning. Let me have a look. What have I done? Why is Facebook not on this morning? Ah, that's why. Thanks, Alistair. Facebook's on now. Right, so that's expressed in the Daily Field. They run the same story. MI6 boss warns of power vacuum. And, of course, there's an awful lot of ISIS terrorists that are locked up in Syrian prisons. And they're on the loose. Right, the eye tells us UK to freeze Syrian asylum claim after fall of regime. Now, apparently we're going to reap what we sow, because we were part of the problems in Syria, looking for regime change. The fear is that these people who have got out the prisons will head towards the UK and try and seek asylum, and then they will wreak havoc here. So according to the Eye, the government is freezing asylum applications from Syrian people. Right, the Telegraph has asylum cases on hold amid terror fears. So the UK government has put a stop to any applications for asylum from Syria. There you go. The Times has, I'll put it up. Yeah, the Times. Search for captives who escaped Assad's noose. An Edinburgh leader quits after explicit messages. But this is the fear. They say there was a lot of ISIS terrorists locked up in Syrian jails. A lot of them are on the loose again. Right. What's the National vote for as a date? We'll put the National up, because I normally do. Maybe no. Right, there it's there. Right, the National has Labour Day resigns as council leader amid sex message allegations. There's more to the story in that. This guy misused his position to get the information of these people through the council's housing department. But anyway, he's quit. And apparently Labour backs Israel's right to bomb Syria. McFadden says seizure of Golan Heights buffer zone is defensive move. SNP demand Lamy explain how he can legally justify strikes. Right, let's get this straight, folks. Israel already occupied the Golan Heights, and occupied the Golan Heights for a reason. There's oil and gas in them there hills. So it's not a buffer zone. It's an asset grab. It's colonial expansionism. That's what it is. It's colonial expansionism. As for Labour supporting Israel's right to do anything, well, the Labour front bench has been bought by Israel, including Starmer and McFadden and Lamy. They're all bought and paid for and in position because of huge donations to Labour's friends of Israel. They're bought and paid for government, and they actively support a genocide in Gaza. and atrocities elsewhere committed by Israel in the Middle East. And they're making us all complicit with them. So, way back in Israel doing anything, we've heard Starmer. We've heard them. Britain stands by Israel no matter what. Didn't they ask the fucking people? According to opinion polls, we don't stand by Israel's regime at all. And let me make that clear. This isn't the Israeli people. This is the Israeli regime. Right. The record goes on. A tragic story, actually. And the record and the Sun both go on it. And that is tragic Michelle killed in horror attack. Bully dog savages mum to death. It's a 41-year-old who was mauled to death by her own dog. And the Sun runs on, same story. Mum mauled to death by her XL bully dog. Now, apparently this dog was a big darling. Just shows you they can turn like that. They can turn like that. Gillian, you're late. Watch you don't burn your arse in the candle. Naughty step. Right. The Scotsman has. I don't know if I've got it. We'll have a look. I don't think so. No, I haven't. Anyway, the Scotsman runs on. Hey, where are we? City Council leader quits amid sex text allegation. And this is the story of Cammy Day. As I say, according to what we're being told, he misused his position to access information on Ukrainian refugees and then got a bit naughty with them. Right. The Metro says, excuse me, parts of plane to be evidence in bomb maker's trial. Lockerbie wreckage moves to USA. So apparently some of the wreckage that was kept for the trial here in Scotland is now on its way to America. Okay. The Herald has history teacher in A. And blast at probe into higher marks. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, people. Most of us our kids are all grown up, maybe you have grandkids. But apparently there's a stushy over the grading of higher history here in Scotland. And this history teacher is saying, what's going on here? Why are you doubting our work? Why are you throwing doubt on our ability to mark our own subject? And the thing is, the Herald this week, folks, yesterday, education's letting our kids down. David puts the evidence up that according to the Office for National Statistics, we've got the highest educated population in Europe. Not true at the moment, actually. It's Southern Ireland at the moment, actually. They have a huge influx of people for their burgeoning financial sector. Unfortunately, a lot of them don't stay very long because there's nowhere for them to live. There's a big shortage of housing in Ireland. But the Herald is going to spend this week, and you'll see it as I read the headlines. Last week, it was the legal system. This week, it's education. Next week, it'll be health. The week after that, it'll be police. And it'll be Herald expose. But basically, this week, the Herald's telling us that our education system is shite and that your children and grandchildren are thick as fuck. Good on the Herald, eh? Good on the Herald. Each week it tells us how crap we are. It's like a mini version of the BBC in print. The BBC tells us for morning, noon and night, beamed into our homes, that we're shite at everything. Well, the Herald's sort of the in print version of that. Right. What's the sun go out for as a day? Well, as you can see, Davy's smiling because it's a boffin day. Sorry, the star. What's the star go out for as a day? Well, you see him smiling. It's a boffin day. Davy loves a boffin. And this one is a classic star front page. Be prepared to smile, people, because this is what the Daily Star is all about. Get ready for this one. It's a fucking stormer this morning. Here we go. And the first thing I'm going to do is blow it up. NASA boffin says Daily Star's favourite planet holds key to secret of whole universe. We need to probe Uranus. That's what the star was invented for. Giving us all a smile and a boffin. Nothing better than a boffin to make you smile. So NASA boffin says Daily Star's favourite planet holds key to secret of whole universe. We need to probe Uranus. You just got to love the star. Can he beat the Daily Star? It is brilliant. Absolute comedy gold. Aye. You're no reporting on that one, Melanie. No ducks on Uranus as far as I know. But you have just got to love it. The Daily Star is an absolute dancer today. Absolute dancer. We've got boffins and planets. Can't mix with it. You can't beat it. You just can't. Aye, clog dancing raver. The boffins are back with anal probes. Right, Carol, nobody wastes money on it. I just put the headline up because it makes me smile. It just, in amongst all this doom and gloom, the Daily Comic claiming to be a newspaper, the Star, it's it. It's brilliant. It is just, that's it. You know, when it comes to looking at all the horror in the headlines, the Daily Star just makes you smile. And I suppose that's its whole purpose. Because let's face it, there's no bloody news in it. And it just gives you a big smile. Stephen, that's my job. Daily reminder, don't buy the papers. I'll tell you what shite it says in the front page, then we can all ignore it and watch them all go tits up. See you tomorrow, Melanie, yes. Don't be late, naughty step. Keep an eye on the ducks. And if we find a planet with ducks on them, you're a duck reporter. We'll be sending you. But we'll need the boffins to come up with a transport system to get you there. You can't beat a good boffin. Well, that's it for the day, folks. Thanks very much for viewing in reasonable sized numbers. I've noticed that the two shows that run on the Two Davies channel have now sort of got separate audiences. We still get bigger live viewing figures on the Two Davies. But hey ho, actually combined the two audiences means that our channel is doing absolutely marvellously. Over 500,000 people have viewed our channel since we started it, and on average each video or each day we rack up a couple of thousand views. So that's good going. So thanks very much for watching it in large numbers. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. It makes a difference to the algorithm, because as you know, all the money we get, every penny that comes in, goes out to food banks and baby banks. Which reminds me, I've got a lot of cash to get out the door by Thursday. So I better get on with it. I'll speak to you all tomorrow, and we'll see what nonsense is in the news then. Okay? Have a nice day. Bye for now. And you never know, you might get a rant with me tomorrow.